Hello guys, welcome to this class. All right, without wasting time, let's start doing something. Um, Now, if you really want to go far with Maya, there are a couple of things you need to understand. Okay, um, before you can even doing some complex modeling. All right. Some of those things are um, number one, understanding what vertex is all about. Um, Number two, understanding what age loop is all about, and also understanding what phase is all about. If you look at this, my reference, look at this. Let me zoom close. You can see this guy. You can see these lines here. These things are called edge loops. These lines are called edge loops. And these ones here that looks like point, you can see this guy. Your one might be yellow in color or blue in color, but these guys are called vertices. In other 3D softwares like Cinema 4D, alright, or I think also like Blender, I think it's called point instead of vertex, but I think vertex is Maya language. So when you look at this guy, you can see this particular face here. This one, these ones are called face. Okay, this is also your face. You can see here, you can see here face. These ones are edge loop, vertex. You can see vertex. All right, and this is your face. All right, so these are the things you need to understand. And you also need to understand how to manipulate them, how to like use them to model do some complex modeling. And all right, to really work with any of these tools, you have to be on their component modes. Now, reason why we can move this shape from one place to another is because we are on object mode. Okay, this object mode, M-O-D-E, this object mode allows us to move both the everything together from one place to another. I'm gonna do now. To make use of the component mode, you have to right click on that particular object. Now, when you right click, you're gonna see a lot of stuffs here in this dialog box. Here you can see we have age. If you want to work with the edge loops, maybe you want to use it to achieve a particular shape, you have to be on this mode, which is edge. If you want to make use of your vertex, you can see this, you have to select the vertex. And if you want to make use of your face, you have to make use of this particular guy, face. And if you want to move the whole object around, then you have to, by default, Maya is always on object mode. All right, and that is the reason why you can move your object from one place to another. So these are the 4 wise men I want you to pay attention to. So once you understand this guy, you're really gonna go far with Maya. So for now, just pay attention to this, and this. Though at times mistakenly you might move your cursor to here vertex mode and you will see something like this. So do not worry about that. The only thing you need to do is right click move back to object mode. Um, if you want to work with face, you also right click and move to vertex. If you want to work with edge or face, then you select the face. All right, you can see now that I can now be able to adjust this guy. You can see I'm trying to add depth or thickness to this. You can see I can scale this up and scale it down. And if I want to work with the edge, then I'll right click and switch to edge. You can see once you switch to edge, you're going to see something like this. You can see, so with this now, you can be able to select and adjust this. That's if this is what you want to model. Maybe you want to model something like a keyboard. I think you can do something. Start from here. I'm going to press Ctrl Z and undo, and can also select this and do something like this. And I can select this. Then hold down Shift key. All right, hold down Shift, and you can see I've selected the top part of this this mesh. You can see I can also do the same thing I did with the face. All right, so it can either work with edge, face, and vertex to manipulate your mesh, though depending on what you want to model, right? You can see, and I will also drag it down, and I can also use vertex to do the same thing by right clicking and switching to vertex mode. And then you can see now we can see the point, right? You can see the point. If you're on object mode, you won't see any of these vertex or face or whatever. So now let me right click and switch back to vertex. Select this, hold on shift key to select this and this, and also drag it up and drag it down. And I can select one part of and hold on shift key to select this and this. So you can see I can undo. So depending on what you want to model, there are some things that you'd like to model. Think with vertex you can get that very fast, okay? And there are some things that you model that using face will give you more fast result. Some things that edge loop will kind of make your work more faster. So depending on your choice, you can use any of these to achieve your result. Yeah. Now there is something I want you to understand. Okay, so we can actually add, or you can see when you look at this shape, this particular guy, you can see that we have a limited amount of edge loops. All right, we have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 edge loops. All right. So now you can see we have limited amount of edge here. And if we want to model something like this, like make a curve like this, we can't be able to do that with this type of this amount of edge loop here. The only thing we can do here with this edge loop is, okay, for instance, let's say you want to make something like this. We can only let's make use of the vertex. So we can only select these guys, or we can hold on shift key. Select this, and this. We can only move this guy. You can see like this. Right, you can't get that curve. You can see this curve, and let me undo Ctrl Z, and yeah, we can only do something like this. That's all. Select this, and draw this guy up to get something like that. That's the only thing we can get this kind of curve, all right, or do some complex modeling. Is not possible. Reason why we can't be able to do that is because we have limited amount of edge loops. You can see here, you can see we have enough edge loop here, here, and that is the reason why we can make you can see a curve like this. All right, so to make something like this, all right, let's try and make something like this. Okay, so I'm going to select these guys and shift select this and shift select these guys, shift select this and press delete key. All right, you can see you can also select the one after the other, press delete, this, delete. All right, so now I want to make a model like this, show you how to go about it. I'm going to like compress this, see, a bit, all right, and compress this guy down. Then we need to insert edge loop in order to start getting stuffs like this. All right, so I'm going to insert edge loop. The question is, how do we insert edge loop? So we can actually insert edge loop by going to mesh tool. You click on this particular guy and click on insert edge loop. All right, so I'm going to talk about some of these tools here, but now we are working with edge loop. So I'm going to click on this guy, insert edge loop. Once you click on insert edge loop, you can see that the cursor will change. So you can see you start clicking on this, click on this, and this. You can see it to insert edge loop. All right, but since we have a lot of edge loops here, instead of wasting time, clicking on these guys one after the other, I'm going to press Ctrl Z and undo to show you how to insert multiple edge loops at the same time. All right, so to do that, I'm going to go back here. Instead of clicking directly on insert edge loop, I'm going to click on this guy. This, you can see this is the setting box, this rectangular shape here. So I'm going to click on it. Once you click on it, it's going to pop out a dialog box like this. So this is this kind of control panel for edge loop. Then I'm going to click and see we have multiple edge loops. So I'll click on this. Once you click on this, you can see that a number of edges loops will open. By default, we have 2 edge loops. So let's assume I need something like about, should I say like 30 edge loops. So I'll type 30 inside here. So once you click once, you can see, then you apply all the whole 30 edge loops at the same time. Alright, so now after inserting edge loop, make sure you click on reset tools in order to return this back to default settings. You can see now. Alright, so after this, for me to actually get this curve, then I'm going to like switch to edge, then select this and select them one after the other. Hold down shift key, select this, and this. So you can see that this particular selection type is wasting time. For us to make it faster, you can just double click in order for it to go around. Then hold down shift key, double click, shift key, double click, double click, double click, double click, and double click. Okay, I think let's work from there. Then I'll click and drag this guy up. You can see. So with the help of edge loop, we can be able to start doing something like this. Then I'll also then select this, and this, and drag it up. Select this and this, drag it up. You can see we've made use of edge loop to get something like this. I think I should scale it, make it more tiny. Let's switch to object mode and click on scale tool and compress it. You can see something like this. So alright, you can also select this, drag it back, and maybe we'll drag this guy up a bit, select this and drag it up. Alright, now before I move to the next video, one thing I need to make you understand is whenever you're on edge mode, you can never move the whole object from one place to another. If you try to do that, this is what you will be kind of getting. And so if I click on this, try to move everything, it's not going to work. And if I'm using vertex also to do this, it's not going to work, except to select the whole vertex and move. The same thing with edge, except to select the whole edge, and move. But the best way to do this, to move the whole object from one place to another, is by switching to object mode. Once you're on object mode, you can be able to move everything together. And the reason why this thing is doing like this is because these are different shapes, okay? A compilation of different shapes that forms this particular object. For instance, I'm going to use cube as an example. Let me drag it up here. These are a combination of different shapes that form this guy. If you look at it, this is an empty box, alright? If you right click and switch to face, click on any of this and delete, you can see that this is different shapes. You can see now. Let me undo. I want to show you something. If I want to separate this guy, don't bother about what I'm doing. I'm still going to teach you these things, these stuff. So if I want to separate these guys, all I need to do is to switch to edge, select all the whole edge, go to edit mesh. You can see this guy, and click on detach. Now, if you click on detach, it's going to seem as if nothing happened. Then I'm going to switch to object mode, go to mesh and click on separate. You can see these guys, you can see if I can now move this guy out, you can see now that these guys are different shapes. Now that is the reason why you can't move all the whole shapes together using your edge loop or using vertex. You can only do this using object mode. So object mode will highlight or select all the whole faces. You can see all the whole faces together in order for you to move everything along. So if I want to connect everything back, you can see, look at what will happen. If I want to reconnect these guys back, make them one cube again, because as it stands now, I can't be able to move all of them together because they're already a separate shape. So now for me to reconnect these guys back, I'm going to kind of move them back here. You can see press Ctrl Z to move them back. But even at that, sorry, let me undo. Even at that, they are still different shapes. They are all detached. So I want to combine them now. So I'll select everything again. You can see, select them, then go to mesh and click on combine. Once you click on combine, it's going to seem as if everything is together. You can move everything along, but there are some loopholes. But this thing is still open. If you right click and switch to vertex, select one of the vertex and drag it out, you will see that we have you can see it's going to give you something like this because this is not well connected. You can see. All right. So, and even that, if I select face now, it's going to pull this guy out. All right. So instead of dragging everything together. Now, if I want to connect it again, so I'll right click and move to vertex and select them one after the other. Select everything here and then go to edit mesh and click on merge. Now I've been able to combine everything. If I switch to face, you can see I can move everything out. So everything is reconnected again. So you guys need to understand this. By the time you understand, this basic stuff, I don't think modeling would be a difficult stuff for you to do, right? As time goes on, I believe that you guys will blend. All right. Thank you very much. I'm going to stop here. Then let's move to the next class. Thank you for watching. God bless you.